Hi everyone. Welcome to a quick demo of Skyflow and BigQuery integration. In this demo, I'll be showing you how you can detokenize the tokenized data stored in BigQuery right from within the BigQuery using external cloud run functions, right? So this is the vault I have, which I'm using in this demo. This vault has two PI table, ecom underscore customer, where there is some primary customer information stored in it, like first name, last name, and phone number. And then it also has the ecom address table, which has some more information like address line 1, address line 2, uh, and the foreign key is account ID, which is used to connect all this data. Now, if I go to my BigQuery and I show you my BigQuery tables, I have three tables there. Two of them have tokenized PI, one of them is purely transactional in nature. So if I show you the ecom customer table, you might notice that this really does not contain real names or real phone numbers. It is all tokenized data which was produced by the Skyflow vault, right? The exact same thing happened with the ecom address table, where also you will find that most of the data is tokenized. However, some non-sensitive fields are not tokenized, like address city or a country and state columns, right? Rest everything is kind of tokenized. And the application table does not contain any PI data. It is plain transaction data, which is just saying that this application ID belongs to this account ID and it is in pending state, so on and so forth. Now, most of the time when you run the queries across this three table by putting joins and something, the queries should run absolutely fine on tokenized data, provided that you do not want to see the real PI data, but you still want to make sure that the query is running and there is a output getting produced for this query. However, there will be some situation where you would want to detokenize the data as well when you are running the query. So this is where that Cloud Run function, which I told you I created, comes into the play. You deploy that Cloud Run function and you create a BigQuery connection of that function as per the BigQuery guide. And then you can use that Cloud Run function within your query to detokenize the data in real time. Before I do that, I just want to take you quickly back to the normal query, and you will notice that even all the majority of the field output of this query, majority of the field are still tokenized, right? Only the non-sensitive fields are in plain text, but you can see address, landmark, pin code, first name, last name, phone, everything is it's still in the tokenized format. In this query, what I'm doing is I'm saying that use this particular function, which is called skyflow.detokenize, just to get the real values of this particular field where I have attached this function, right? And I have kept a few columns without this function also, because I really don't need any detokenization on those columns. So I've added the function only to particular columns, right? And as you can see, I'm doing join across multiple tables and the function will take respect that and it will detokenize all the data which it receives in form of token. So when I run this query now, you will notice a little bit of difference in the output, where now instead of seeing the tokenized version of that data, you will see that that data is now detokenized and the real values are being shown in the runtime. So now address line 1, 2, and contact first name, last name, all of them are now coming as detokenized value, the real phone number and everything. Another use case I want to highlight is you might want to search using a real value on the tokenized field. So I have created another function for that, which what it does is it takes the real value as input and it asks the vault for a respective token for that value, and then uses that token in the where clause of the query to find the relevant matching row, right? So which is basically adding a where clause with the tokenized value. So when I run this function, what is happening is it is asking the vault, hey, can you give me the token for 9714227, which is a pin code column, right? And when vault goes ahead and gives that token back, that token is actually used to find a matching ID where where the pin code matches the input pin code, right? So you can see it does match that and it has also detokenized the data because we have added the detokenize function. So what we did effectively in this query is we use two functions, basically one function to find the token for a real value and the another function to detokenize the resulting row. So both of them combined also is very much possible right from within BigQuery. You don't have to go out and perform this operation outside the BigQuery. So this was pretty much the two use cases which I wanted to show. And thanks a lot for watching.